Well, we've had quite a bit of rain and actually a little bit of snow in March, so the March ended up on the wet side, which we do need. We came into it with a drought condition, so it's good going into planting season. But we definitely have some wet ground soil there. And in fact, some of the rivers have come up. They're starting to peak. Black River Falls is starting to fall. Galesville with the Black River also is beginning to probably fall. And then Necedah, the Yellow River, just starting to peak and should begin to fall. That's barely in minor flood stage. Action stage for Eau Claire. In fact, we might see a little bit more action stages for the southern half of the Mississippi, which means not quite to minor flood. So all this water is getting into the systems and should come out. The good news is we have a dry, really dry forecast for the most part, or at least we won't see any type of significant rainfall or snow that we saw for the past week and a half. Here's that shower activity that's still pretty much now out of the area to end weekend. And really we could see a few sprinkles of showers as all this kind of cloud cover rotates back into the area here. But overall, fairly quiet evening. As you kind of look at it, you can see the cloud cover begins to push back into the area along and south of I-90. So that could result in some sprinkles throughout the evening, maybe a shower or two as we get back into the mid-40s south up to upper 30s towards Rusk County. Then as we go further throughout the nighttime, keep an area as this low begins to push off to the north. We might get a little bit of snow that kind of pulls down towards I-94 as we get closer to 2 or 3 in the morning. And that may actually linger through the morning commute, not expecting accumulation, but for the morning commute with the mid-30s, you might see some flakes of snow up there. Otherwise, fairly cloudy conditions overnight. Now that cloud cover will persist through the morning for most areas, along with that flurry activity up to the north. Then we should start seeing at least clearing skies for areas closer to noon. South of I-90, I think further north you go, it'll be a little bit later in the afternoon. Some areas may not see much in the way of sun at all going through Thursday. That's reflected on the high temperatures, 40s to the north to maybe the low to mid 50s. We should be around 53, 54 for most areas, so it's a little bit below average. That west wind will be kind of breezy in the morning, should kind of die off in the afternoon. Friday, the winds begin to turn around. Unfortunately, we have more clouds in the forecast, a couple systems coming. Still a couple degrees warmer for Friday. In fact, a cold front to the north, and then we have a system to the south. Together, that cold front will come through, potentially have a little bit of shower activity for Friday and evening's activity, but nothing too significant, but something to keep an eye on. Otherwise, the winds turn around to the north for Saturday behind that passing cold front. Overall, as we go through the weekend, not too bad for temperature-wise. Saturday, a little bit cooler, a few degrees with that wind around to the north. Not expecting any amount of precipitation, probably more sun in the afternoon. Sunday, the winds start picking up because we're going to have a cold front to the north of us. And although we'll see highs in the 50s to upper 40s, we're going to see much colder air behind that. So unfortunately, going into next week, we're going to start off fairly cold back in the 40s to even some 30s up to the north. Breezy conditions, and then our temperatures will slowly begin to improve throughout next week. Probably we'll see 60s potentially by midweek. And beyond this forecast, I think we could get to 70 or at least close to it the end of next week or the following weekend.
What?
So overall, it's going to be a stretch of pretty seasonable temperatures minus that Monday and Tuesday, but overall fairly quiet. Maybe some precipitation, but nothing like we've had for probably the last week.
Quiet and sunny's good, guys.
Yeah, a good day for you to come back from your excursion.
Yeah, he's bringing some warmth.
Nice and calm conditions.
Yeah.
It was mid-80s down in Shreveport.
I told him it was warming up in the studio
so
too.
I enjoyed some nice crawfish down there.
I bet
you sure did.
Good season.
Thanks, Greg.